Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
180! 57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the 2nd round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, 0-0-0. Lucky. Mike 51. Know your job.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
You got it.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
We own it. Watch the eye.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield. Flushed out right. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, trying to spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, Akers. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. L.J. Collier in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. They'll try the left side. Akers. And some room to run now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And oh, it's blocked. The Browns have it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a give, right side. Akers. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mike, 280. Mike, took right. 44 to Mike. 4 on the line. Check. Go, 14. Hey, 0. Gun. Hold up.
Play that shot deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Popo, listen. Mike's Popo.
I got him.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Mike, 40. Fuck that. Hey, you don't want to sit. What's left? You don't want to.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Run left. Too low, Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hurry. Watch his flag. Watch his flag.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 14. Watch the screen. Kill.
Right back to him on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Who that?
On 2nd and 9, Wilson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike, 44. Here we go.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
King. Big time.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 30 yards there. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to...
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check it back.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Mike, he's scared. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Alert, 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 alert. Check 49, check 49.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And an alley to run. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On On second down now, Akers. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Switch.
On 3rd down, Akers. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Chubb, and he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tavon Austin. 52 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tavon Austin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, we're 33.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He'll let it fly for all. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down, told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up, I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right, he talked nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. One last shot for Wilson. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.